Sometimes when I eat sweet potatoes, I see these little things popping out of the potato, and one day I thought to myself, I wonder what would happen if I put this in water and tried to grow it in my backyard. What would it turn into? And sweet potatoes are root vegetables, so usually you plant them underground, but I wanted to see if we could defy the odds and grow a trailing vine houseplant out of a sweet potato in water. So I placed the potato in water, kept it outside in the summer sun, and to my surprise, something crazy happened. After just 1 week, I saw little tiny white tails starting to grow out of the bottom of the potato where it sat in the water. And so I waited a bit longer because I wasn't really sure what those little white dots were, but I began to get really excited that this might actually be working. Soon, maybe 2 more weeks passed, and those little tiny white dots turned into longer tails. One specifically grew really long, and week after week started to pass me by. I continued to check on the potato, and once week 3 came around, amazing changes started to happen. That one little white tail started to grow more roots on the same tail. And by week 4, our potato looked like this. The roots were long, and I figured, okay, maybe now is where I could plant it in soil. But maybe I could also leave it in water just to see what exactly would happen to this potato. Would it mold over? Would it survive in the water? So many questions, and I was just excited to find out the answers. By week 7, something incredible happened. It seemed like just overnight, our potato started to go through some incredible changes because that one little straggly white root became so much more defined, to the point where it was even growing little leaves on the tips of the roots. I couldn't believe how much change our potato went through in just 2 weeks. I soon started to see a little leaf growing out of the top of the potato too, and here's where I started to get really curious as to what exactly would happen next to our potato. Luckily, the squirrels didn't seem interested in this potato, so I was happy about that, and it continued to grow nicely and undisturbed. A couple more weeks passed, and the potato just kept looking more and more defined, better and better as the days went on. It was so exciting to see that finally one of my projects was working and it was not dying. I guess sweet potatoes do well in Canadian environments. Pat on the back, but we still had to wait and see what would happen. And at this point, I really did not know what to expect. So many questions were going through my mind. Were the potatoes gonna start growing from the bottom in the water? Should I plant it in soil? Is it like a regular potato in soil where more potatoes will grow underneath the soil? A lot of things pondering my mind, but I figured let's just let Mother Nature do her thing and gift